Are the largest pot stocks coronavirus proof? One of the largest factors for marijuana stocks to survive the coronavirus pandemic is how much free cash they have on hand. With so many large pot stocks in the industry, the ones with the most free cash are the ones who can survive the longest through the economic hardship. The cannabis industry is extremely resilient to high rates of volatility, but certain events can test just how well certain marijuana stocks will survive. For the purpose of this content, it's worth looking at the two largest cannabis stocks in the industry to see what they are doing to combat pandemic-related troubles. Cannabis investors should continue to be critical of companies by researching them and deducing which ones have the most inherent value. The biggest pot stock in the industry. Canopy Growth Corp is without a doubt the largest pot stock in the industry. The company has remained that way for quite some time now and sits as a marker for what is happening throughout the cannabis market. Although Canopy has definitely seen better days, the company is working hard to try and turn its business around. It recently announced that in order to cut costs, it would be laying off almost 500 employees. In addition to this, it announced that it would also be shutting production at two large greenhouse facilities. The goal with this is to continue saving money as Canopy's balance sheet has not been pleasing to investors. The company has reported just north of 1.5 billion Canadian dollars on hand, which is about $1 billion less than it had at the same time last year. Although that is a large amount of free cash, the fact that it has declined so quickly is undoubtedly concerning. The number 2 amongst pot stocks. Chronos Group Inc. is another one of the major cannabis stocks. The company has had quite a rough past 12 months with a lot of volatility in its pricing. In its most recent report released on March 30th, the company stated that its re-evolution resulted in it showing a profit for the first time. This is big news, despite the profits only being calculated off of re-evaluation. It shows the company is working hard to try and turn its business model around, similar to Canopy. The company also stated that it has as much as $1.2 billion in free cash, which is quite significant and should help to weather this current pandemic. In addition, the company only spent around $130 million in its operation during 2019, which means that this amount of free cash is more than enough to cover any spending for 2020.